The average millionaire goes bankrupt 3.5 times before making it to the top. That's a powerful statement because it is a clear evidence that almost no one makes it from the first try. It's absolutely normal to try, fail, try again, fail. What matters at the end of the day is extracting the lessons after each failure to be able to avoid previous mistakes. Sometimes people make it from the second time, and sometimes it takes 10 failures to do that. Sometimes you get really lucky and your idea hits right where it should be, such as Facebook, Snapchat, or Airbnb. If you ask the founders of any of these apps, none of them will tell you that they have expected such a success. The problem with success is that when you start succeeding, you will start attracting a lot of attention, and people will suddenly would want to work with you and be your friend, which will create a snowball effect that will eventually lead to more success. That's why successful people usually get low mortgage rates and better deals, even though they don't really need that. However, the absolute opposite is also true. When you have nothing, it seems impossible to start building wealth. Imagine having literally $0 in your bank account. What would you do? If you're watching this video, you probably have some money. But let's try to find out how to start building wealth if you have no money left. What exactly can you do if you're sitting in an empty bank account? Do you really stand a chance to get out of that dark financial position? We will answer all of these questions and many more. But before we do that, give this video a thumbs up, and here is a little disclaimer. This is not financial advice, and everything that's said in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes. If you just went through a bankruptcy or you're just starting your financial journey, forget about long-term investments that we usually talk about here on the channel. Yes, of course, investing even $5 a day will make a huge difference in the long run. However, that is not your priority yet. Focusing on how you will be making millions of dollars 30 years from now while you're barely surviving is a waste of time. Of course, you should always keep a long-term vision in your mind. However, what matters at the end of the day is the foreseeable future, which you can accomplish in the next 6 to 12 months. Long-term investments only make sense when you have extra money, where you already have a stable stream of income. Then only you can focus on building a long-term portfolio. In that case, even a few $100s a month over the long run will actually make a real difference. But people usually come up with an excuse that you need money to make money. And that's true. It's way easier to make money when you already have money. It could be any form of investment, from purchasing a functioning business to real estate or stocks. But that doesn't mean that you can't be making money trading your time, for example. If you don't have any skills, it is really difficult to get any decent income. And that's where the challenge starts. At this stage, you should only focus on developing high income skills. Focus only on one skill, on a skill that's both in demand and has some barriers to entry. If you have just graduated from accounting school, for example, don't go straight away and become an auditor, because every other accountant is an auditor. Try something that is not popular, that is a bit more difficult, like taxation. People hate taxation because of its complexity, but that's exactly what is going to distinguish you from the rest. In fact, private tax consultants are some of the highest paid professionals, since rich people always look for loopholes to avoid taxes. And if you can help them to save a few $100 million, then they will not hesitate to come to you even if you charge $1,000 an hour. The same applies to any other profession, be it designing, marketing, health and fitness, whatever. The problem that I usually see in people is that they develop a skill, they reach an average level where they are as good as their peers, and then stop growing. They're making money, but again, as much as their peers. That's why never hesitate to invest in yourself to pump up your skills. At some point, You just can't keep self-educating yourself. You need someone who can share his or her experience in that particular field with you. When I got into the stock market, the world of investing was something entirely new to me. Of course, I thought that I can self-educate myself, but then I found out that a single course from an experienced professional is far more valuable than any endless hours trying to figure out everything on my own. As they say, if someone has already invented the wheel, go and learn from him instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes, all it takes is one conversation with the right person to figure everything out. That's what makes networking events so important. Go to conferences, meet new people, talk to them. People actually enjoy sharing their knowledge. It gives them a sense of fulfillment. As long as you're humble and polite, but at the end of the day, what matters the most is your discipline. Nothing beats discipline. Yes, it's hard and boring to a certain extent, but time after time, it has proven to be a working strategy. The mistake that a lot of people do when they want to get disciplined after they had a motivational moment is that they get in and try everything at once. It's great when you're so motivated, but I've seen that fail every single time because at the end of the day, you will get exhausted and a few days down the road, you're back to where you started. So if the goal is to master a certain skill, let your goal be just learning 30 minutes a day. That's it. What matters here is that don't skip a single day. Once you incorporate that into your lifestyle, make it into an hour, and so on and so forth. Let the strategy be simple and clear. Make money, save money, and invest money. How you invest it will change over time as you grow financially or even personally. At the beginning of your journey, it will most likely be investing in yourself. But as your income grows, you will have the opportunity to buy assets that will also be turned into streams of income. While you're on your journey to financial freedom, don't forget to continuously improve your credit score. People usually don't care about their credit scores until the day comes and they need to borrow money. But they can't since they have been ignoring their credit scores all along. It is really difficult to build everything on your own. Sometimes it takes an entire lifetime to build a big enough capital to start something of your own. That's why leverage is your best friend. But no one is going to lend you money when there is nothing that can prove that you are financially responsible. It doesn't matter how good you are with money. If you can't prove that, no one is going to believe you. So as long as you can get a credit card, get one. If you're bad with money, use a credit card to pay for your necessities and simply pay them back at the end of the week or month. That's how you're going to let the banks know that it's safe to lend you money. So when mortgage rates are low, you can jump in and buy a house with favorable terms. When you find a working business model, the banks will finance your operations, and so on. Remember, when you're broke, no one wants to work with you. If you're not going to focus on building the foundation first, the rest ain't going to work. If you want to learn how the stock market works, you can check out my course on Skillshare. It is simple, straightforward, and fully animated. If you use the link in the description, you can get 2 weeks of Skillshare Premium and get the course for free. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.